Welcome to the Root of Power podcast, where I teach you how to step into your power, find alignment, and create a life that you love using holistic methods, interviews with industry leaders, and inspiring stories from people who know that true freedom is found within. I'm your host and health and wellness bestie, Amanda Chills, and I'm so proud of you for choosing to step into the root of your power. Hello, podcast fam. I hope you are doing well, creating the life of your dreams, getting out of your bullshit patterns, and really moving forward. As always, that is my hope for you. I want to tell you that if you're having trouble with that, if you're this is not it, this is not where I'm feeling good, things are maybe okay or maybe terrible, but they're not right, and they're not where you want them to be, then have I got a thing for you. I am launching a membership. You can join now. It starts on July 1st. So if you join now, you get to be a founding member, which means you also get to help create the membership and really take it to the next level, because feedback is everything. And of course, we want to build it out for you. So you being a founding member and providing feedback and helping us tweak and grow and go along is super, super important. So if you go to livemyhappyhealth.com/community, you can join. I hope to see you in there. I hope that you choose growth, and I hope that you choose the life that you want over the life of comfort, which is actually what today's episode is about. So I don't suspect that today will be very long, because mostly it's me walking you through a visualization of your best life. And if you find that there is a gap between what you are wanting and your life now, then y'all, I'm telling you, this membership is going to be powerful for you. So let us get started. So unless you're driving, of course, I want you to close your eyes if you would like to. Again, if you're driving, keep them open. And I want you to start kind of going through the different aspects of your life. So financial, relationships, friendships, family, career, home life, and hobbies. And I want you to start assessing and really thinking about what it is that you like about these different aspects. If you want to journal this, it can be even more powerful, because seeing it on paper can be a really good way to call out discrepancies. So we're going to start thinking about, what do you like about your life now, before we get into the problematic things. Now, there has to be something that you enjoy about your life, even if it's something small. So go ahead and start thinking about the different aspects. So financial, career, relationships, friendships, family, hobbies. And what do you like about these things? Do you like your friends? Do you like your family? Do you not like some things about them? But for now, we're going to stick with what do we like. Are there parts of your schedule that you enjoy? Do you enjoy where you live? Do you enjoy the things that you do in your downtime? Let's start by acknowledging what we do like. And after we've done that a bit, I want you to start thinking about what doesn't line up with your vision. What parts of our life do we feel a lot of friction, or a lot of just bleh? And if you get that feeling about things, that's your body trying to tell you, hey, self, this is not for us. We don't like this part. Now, every aspect of our life has some degree of I don't super love this. But if that is the majority of one aspect of your life, that's a huge problem. And we want to try and fix it as best we can, which takes some real radical honesty about what it is, what's wrong with it, and what's even within our power to change. So I want you to start thinking about, where is the friction? Where are the places where you just cannot have a good space in, and the spaces where you're just like, oh, it's so draining, it's so problematic, and we just hate it. It'll probably feel very heavy. It may feel like there's a weight on your chest. It may feel just shitty. It may just feel like shit. So take note of those spaces. If there are people like that, we want to take note of those, and we want to be really honest about their impact on us, because let me tell you, friends, what you are not changing, you are choosing. And you can change just about anything in your life given enough time, enough resources, and enough skill. So now that we've kind of thought about what we like, what we don't like, I'm going to walk you through the visualization process. So I want you to imagine, and a lot of people struggle with this because they don't use their imagination a lot. So I'm going to challenge you to really use it. Imagine that you are living your best life, the life of your dreams. When you wake up in the morning, what time is it? How do you wake up? What does your morning routine look like? What does your bedroom look like? What does your house look like? How do you feel when you wake up? What are the first few things that you do? Who's with you when you wake up? What does your home feel like? Where is it? What do you see out the windows? Who do you share a house with, animal or human? When you go to work, what type of work do you do? Where do you work? What type of setting, physically, what type of setting do you work in? Who do you work with? Do you determine your schedule? Do other people determine your schedule? Do you go to an office? Do you work from home, or can you work from anywhere? What types of relationship do you have with your coworkers? How much do you work? How much money do you make? How much time off do you have a year? How do you spend your money and prioritize your time when you're not at work? What kind of hobbies do you have? What do you do on your weekends? What kind of car do you drive? And when you're driving this car, how does it feel? Where do you take this car? And what types of vacations do you take? When you imagine what you eat, what does that look like? What kinds of foods are you eating in this dream life? What kind of experiences are you having with food? Do you have someone meal prep for you? Do you have a lot of food delivered? Do you eat out? Or do you eat at home? Do you cook? What types of foods do you cook? What types of foods do you have on hand? What are your friends like? What do you do with them? How do you feel with them? How do you spend time together? Do you have a partner? If you do, what does that look like? What are they like? How do they interact with you? How do you feel when you're around them? What types of things do they do for you? What types of things do you do for them? What do conversations feel like when you're with them? Now, those are a lot of questions that I just threw at you. But I want you to start really visualizing, what life do you want? Because you're only a series of steps away, right? This is something that I teach all the time. You are only ever a series of steps away from the life that you want. You have to be committed to the steps. And if you don't know what they are, that's literally what the community that I'm building is for. And that's literally what I do when I work with people. But not knowing and not being willing to are very, very different things. It's not always a knowledge gap. Sometimes we know what we need to do to change it. We're just kind of stuck in the swamp. So if you are stuck in the swamp, the community is a perfect thing for you. And that's livemyhappyhealth.com/community. But if I'm not for you and someone else is, go work with them. I empower you to make that decision, whatever is best for you, right? That's the whole point of this process. So I want you to be really honest about what the life of your dreams looks like. And I also want you to be compassionately honest about how that life is different from the life that you have now and where the gap is. Because the magic is in the gap. The magic is really being honest without judgment, without cruelty, without shaming yourself about where you are now and where you want to be and what the difference is. Now, this is actually something that I am kind of low-key obsessed with. So please tell me what your best life looks like. Shoot me a message on Instagram or send me an email, livemyhappyhealth.com. But if you aren't there and you want a community of people to support you to get there, then I'm telling you the community is for you. For the price of a few lattes, you have a whole network of people who are supporting you and loving the shit out of you, including me. So go forth and start crafting the life of your dreams, because it's powerful and you deserve it and you can do it. You are only a series of steps away. And seriously, tell me about what it is, because I'm very interested to know. So go forth, live your dream. I hope you find it and I hope you get there.